emu decent said the obrani be canon no na se see how sha ye kusua ekọ the recent study nature say Ghana yen housing deficit na che say dan ya ye hia unit ahodo anke betimi dia ma amanfo adem no 1.8 million na ye hwehwe na say deficit eno no na 1.8 million there da ben ye betimi ate na say wo bobo na ya show 10-0 first half no difficult to come back bi ampanyimfo yi wo kwan ya on betimi aboami addresses our challenges and anything no pay your state housing company limited his housing company limited or more managing director your friend John S Bauer and you know 18 combo when you can say pa because state housing there and adwuma ache MD akwaba meaning say bibia yeboko me share state housing ye juma dia yedi and said the amount for any edi yedi nkomo wa ha I think be said 2 weeks ago na ye ka a dine honsem there are so many people who have issues with a dine and Ghana o kan dine asema na amount for attention eba ho na ye boss no say ene wo ba ha no so amount for be so send messages am so almost what questions but your time no ya short 20 no meaning say you better try na yetimi ene wo akeka honsem every ho ye ka say 1.8 million housing deficit wona wote e dan no edwumadi na ase e kire say
okay me da se pa e de mema mo listeners ne viewers na machi anope obama me da se pa say my kwan na me de nchia Free State Housing Company Limited de obia wa Ghana ha okay say ejuma no so pa no me na me sum there but ejuma no dey afi ne ye say you page so e man ye kese but anyway the Obama okay 1.8 million housing deficit asema no basically HRS ye fan say at any moment in time no snapshot say Ghana and
yeah
e dan he eni hia say e wo kroma amanfo benya baby de ometi beto
okay
at any given point in time. And as you see, I know we have a shortage of about 1.8 million. In fact, some estimates they go all the way to 2 million.
Shortage. 2 million houses.
Now, so the yen chirimu enka hono. De be a minya chance me try to make chirimu kakrane say. That deficit no. It is biggest in certain specific target areas.
Okay.
And say lower end. In fact, say 50 social housing, eco affordable housing, and as a deficit, no majority no.
Okay.
And say I can't and shutting fire ni end to year pa. But no na
yeah, and a deficit no. Minim say a different issue, but say social housing there. Ukoko amai bebre so I so aban no ene dwuma ku o masi adan a amai for the team. Yeah, ni social housing oh.
Yeah. At times, baby, see a bear social housing.
Okay.
All the way back, even starting from Nkrumah time. Osha, social housing was something that was a major desire or hope for all governments.
Okay.
And all the way to Champon housing, or for affordable, or JM affordable district housing, Saglemi. So social housing there, it's probably one of the biggest agenda items for successive governments. Okay. However, any time biana yetimi ayeno yesena ese etie. And only major problem no, but several attempts exist.
Okay.
For achieving some level of social housing.
Social housing. Unim say what boss wache shortage of housing yenim say buying ewo twaka and private funds who twaka. How do we marry the two? They say why na sa this one done so pa. Say obetime ye feel.
I believe say uhe senior mesha say na mechire say majority of deficit no lower end of the spectrum.
Yes.
Into fa hona not just say aban.
Okay.
And they say dienim. Aban pan they say dienim etimi ma eni koho.
Okay.
We may invite private sector investment which we are doing heavily. But aban must take the lead. And I know say my honorable minister minim se mo news and no akra say or the eco Kofoidi affordable housing project no is working day and night to ensure say Abaimbe take lead to re-energize the social housing sector
to
ensure that But this time, the private sector, sikabeba, abeshim, abeshasi, senebeya, we can get some successes going forward.
Yes, I buy we any hopa say obetima provide housing, no?
Okay. In fact, utie Omanpenyi President Mahama time bio kasa oka big push agenda na asema oko infrastructure section na housing is a major factor.
Okay.
You cannot have a successful economy if people don't have a place to lay their head.
Yes.
So the housing is a fundamental part of the big push agenda. It's a fundamental part of the 24-hour economy agenda.
Okay.
Ukwe sebi o shift anajo 9 ekosi 4 a.m. After upon 4 a.m. After na oko he bibia me dan when him landlord wa to gate no more na say the housing there is fundamental to any successful economy.
Right. It is a binary abrea. Tem back why you tight pa and say, oh, state housing for works and housing, almost so see affordable housing. You know, how affordable is affordable housing? See a casa affordable housing now. Why muna omo qualify say to be access affordable housing?
Ultimately, no, affordability is very relative. And in real estate, no, relative to location.
Okay.
Obi affordability ewa laboni different from affordability ewa denta.
Right.
Ana I'm right here. Ana nti osha state house in Sesia America say yewa adanya ewa I'm right here. Obi beka say ebia 3-bedroom enunko esi ho.
Yes.
Obeto ni say very affordable. Ebia under 1 million and very affordable. Over North Canada, yewa adanya ho state house.
Okay.
Honso no ebia na 1.2, 1.4. But hono Obi or pedan wo hono beka say very affordable. It depends on the location.
Right.
However, when it comes to social housing tackles the people that have barriers of access to housing.
Okay.
In Tiosha, it even covers government rent-to-own schemes.
Okay.
It all falls under social housing. It's a wide spectrum, but generally, the average working Ghanaian would start from the social housing class all the way to the lower middle income affordability range. In Tiosha pricing, the tutu hon say they call America for sikemwa. Anything between up until $35,000 per housing unit, you can qualify it as social housing.
Okay.
If you now cost Arabia echoes from 35, cost 65, 85. Utimika say and then affordable housing.
Okay.
Ultra hot there, that just it becomes relative to location.
Exactly. Okay. I know make a very excellent understanding, but okay location. Not just idea I had during pie land. Kwanye be faso enya asase. Say 50s and 60s. They are not asase be compulsory acquisition. But they say baby I occupy. Okay. Agency no near buying. How are you trying an attempt to get land? Ebema a dime bo IFO.
In fact, it's a very interesting question. I will be sir. Omanpenyi Mahama, one of his biggest agenda topics is urban redevelopment.
Yes.
In fact, it started under GM1, but it didn't take firm roots until we left office for a number of years, and we are back now. And it's one of the major items. Odiato, the honorable minister. Nsem also odeato mensem senebeya ibit we are estates bit said dan suman North Kaneshi Teshinungwa senia okay na asase doso until we were building horizontally.
Yes.
The other no be hu dan baako ni spread we kura him 2-bedroom.
Yes.
Oh dem me chere waja asase half acre. In we are looking at developing vertical structures which can house more people closer to Bibia Omu Eyejuma.
Yeah.
And to rest is here, State House in the area, and say, identify one or two of our key locations, Baku or North Kaneshi.
Okay.
Baku so Ewo Kanda. Babe, very vertical housing unit.
North Kaneshi here.
North Kaneshi here. It's one of our very old buildings. In fact, you are certified class in Shedenia Hondi.
Okay.
You are form. The idea is in the past, sometimes your area be say yes age me ya. Ubu say pese ni nyina boom. We yes so anipa bebrebe no moti ho no. Onye arrangements e mom say bebi on betena. Nti your strategy say and say ye share here with relocation block.
Okay.
Nti ye we a wo krata oti ye dan back mu no. Ubenya first option say ubenya dan for back.
Yeah.
2 room bia na fe de units na aka no ma spread no. Na fe ya twe no so aba form na yesiko.
Okay.
When him say adan si eche.
Eche.
Enti me ni nyina. But Marish mu say me free hono. Na at least my chere say see ni etimi be ya. Ebe ko yenim. Then ebe ya mechi no obi obebe bia no betimi ato aso.
Excellent. Plans ne de bebre. Metie de o kan ya na makoma atobi em say ye kan dan ho asem da bia se vision ya eda papa ye ni mu ye ba. At least ye betimi ayi nipa 10,000 kra free. Baby or motia ba enkeye. But 10,000 muska.
Sika sem no de ho ayedin kakra. In fact, I no kwa na de me ba ha. Primarily. Yes, shall see money you say government take up a big INGG. Your father says State House on Yejuma Bebre, say, as you said, compulsorily acquired land. No, yen yereso, Bebre na yen yereso. Wow, the Bejama oba, wow, the Bejama or sister, o ma me, o transfer, o ton, o de koji loan, o de koye, Nina home cratano, State House, ena, ye stage man. Nina so no, uti asika kakra, edi, o ye leaseholder, o lease ye, o probably renew ye ho.
Right.
Ye who no senko for Bebre ma. Omuntia ebi mo background the bill no more come maybe bill no so time bi twemu pe na interest asate pile the more mo twen no na sika na yekese that fe the o makoshe baby kra
am for the moka
bebre kakra ebi wom every year so na ebi ka ho nti ye hwe say no the ekwe esi etimi taking some drastic action edi kwiki sika bi ba because ye nya sika na plans bebrebe am no okay Intiminye.
Exactly.
Until ye launch a revenue mobilization campaign.
Okay.
To be fair, it's not the first time we've done it. However, it's the first time we've taken it on a very aggressive approach.
Okay.
Whereby the discount is significant and the media campaign around it. Because amount for leaseholders. Just there is some way. So we are marrying the campaign with the media blitz.
Okay.
In order to ensure that people are aware of their responsibility. Ghana in their old children and say, oh, say they say, oh yeah, do on our somewhere the right thing.
Okay.
Until that is the approach we are taking. Until launch 15% discount.
Okay.
Service charges now. A month for a mobile and show some bit and say, oh, between November and December, no, patrol.
Wow, they can be.
Wow, they can. Services no home. And yeah, dying to
service charges.
Service charges now, wajijeno.
Right.
Patrol bra. Untimi mbakra, what dear bo *442*1#.
Oh, they say ultimate.
Oh,
nice.
Obama says here your technology era.
Oh, nice.
Who said from JM1, infrastructure was laid for all of this.
Right.
Into technology need there. And we are catching up very fast.
You don't need to walk to any office.
Go Freya, we are there. Your numbers no 0302 221 422. Freya on Sabekaya. Your offices were regional capitals.
Good.
Ubetimia Enya Ubel, Ubetimia Bitiaka, Ubetimia *442*1#. Acquire your website. Nina is accessible. In fact, the Ebeka Hokrana said in the next couple of weeks or 3 weeks, no, you will launch a 24-hour center.
Okay.
To provide round-the-clock services. Ebi mo ha, ebia ni business no hache no port ni omaba. O so ko ji loan fast ediko yi ni oma no.
Yes.
Oni collateral bia ji se ne dan. Ohia consent to mortgage quick. Obetua extra kakra e be amount.
Okay.
Within a very short time. Until we are launching that service to support this whole initiative to make your services no more accessible to Ghana for.
Fantastic. As a state housing, say or more enlarge or more platforms, the car. November, December, or mama 50% discount. Service charges, amount for baby no and to more the affordable housing project. We must start to be an existing ones now more now there is a new project altogether. More CC are dying be a Sandiaba system.
So it's a combination. Okay. Ema Oma Odi Omoshi Jumani Yanati as say. Project bia wabeto wa wejuma mu. Ghana for sika ne de aye.
Okay.
Inti menko yiweni se wo ko hye project for ase abra Ghana sika lock your project back mu a hangi. Inti enro akra say honorable minister ba yo kai say ye nja Ghana for sika hye dan mu a ye nwie. Inti one of the biggest priorities is say hanging projects na e bi share ni nyina.
Okay.
We will complete them alongside some of these redevelopment projects and new projects and so eba ni nyina ejina so say Ghana for betie I take advantage of 15%. I bet you just come there, can. Then you benya more. Edia ya dine be brave because who say economy of scale. I dine those one. I bet you at it so. I'm a be any be at all.
Okay. The good thing is that say abiding a whole shame. Sikasem so ho dema abide. How are you engaging private sector? Meaning say I might be brave, be am successful to come and help. Say there be housing, no, you bet me expand.
Actually, quite me so from the supply side and demand side. From the supply side, no, ye be ye mukakra.
Okay.
Say inviting private sector investors said they should come and partner with us. You want say no, good locations.
Yeah.
Our private sector person discussion. We are opening up say omoba ye ni ombe joint ventures.
Okay.
No more discussion, no more see. Ni afebi no ma febi. Na overall no Ghana for enyandai eto.
Okay.
That's on the supply side. On the demand side no so no. Ye hu say a man for bebre pedan. Your bank bebre kreska. You can't put the two together.
Okay.
So one of the things I said, we've created a mortgage support service. It was state housing. It's a new initiative. You started this year.
Okay.
Into all basa or pesa to da ebi oji waketia every month. Now so won't be mboabo ani nyina no enkoto dan. Into all ba ye de obe church ye banking partners no.
Okay.
Ni ahwe wasitenemu. Ni ehun se ne be ya okay. You bet me ahye bibia ma bank ni betua dan ka ma. Na fe yetete o kakra.
Say mortgage here wo be.
Mortgage be yeah. But the good thing is state housing ntino. Any banks no etimi ebobo nhihye ho kakra bia rates ne terms no be favorable kakra amount.
Okay. This year currently no e be off head project site ne bi wo he na amanfo atimi aka say we follow on the tangential say we cost.
Until at the moment, no, your active projects. Accra say your active projects were around here.
Okay.
Single family homes, maybe 195 cost various stages. Adenta, the apartments in Yinabubuma, over 80 apartments in various stages ready for sale. Amount for to be
Adenta, the ready for sale.
Oh, Amra here cry ready for sale.
Okay.
Amra here, say mube 150 cry yeah drains ne kwine. See who toya within the next few months to be to continue.
What do you mean, Kawano? MD wa hai. Mo ya na mo busa government o musi dan aban emboa state housing fortress. Yeah, she state housing.
We say wa denta.
We wa denta.
Pacho nefe.
But a state housing project.
Pacho a project
completed.
Amount for kwe tu akotinemu.
Enti we know unity is saying this particular one, a 2 and 3 bedroom apartment.
2 and 3 bedroom apartment. Or Adenta Snake Flats in Chenhua, very prime location Adenta.
We know Utimwa a would dear forever.
What we a leaseholder, 60 years lease. We lease here so no some be renew na the cost
we no price here 2 bedroom price here.
We pacho on some nipa de ama Mrs.
Very nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. In fact, there are more beautiful ones.
I was saying off air. So this is the first time to me, apart from being a Kofo affordable and a Snake Flats. This is the first time me who state houses public. Yeah, now man for so na ya say atoma big people. But this time the man who say more market people should come and buy. Now what price in it so?
Price is new range because Adenta apartments they say you will be a starting fee by 750,000 for 2 bedroom apartment in prime Adenta.
Adenta fee.
Adenta fee pa
750,000.
I'm telling you, 2 bedroom you will be a whole Little London. Yeah, for whole Little London. Okay. A 60 court. But we say, say prices in Nam say 1.2. What? We so a beautiful building. What to me who send an effect?
I am a payment plan. That is saying.
Payment plan there usually no. You're financial institution in China.
Yes.
Your amount time. Say be a ya start to dino. O committing tema.
Okay.
Ye be we no now so wait ya ke we na pakotina. And I make an say now so here time kakraka ho. Na wako hu your mortgage officer no.
Okay.
Oni wa hihye na your neighbor banking partners now for senior ebi we have 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Na ya shishama.
Oh wow. But more units and so where the eyes are apartment but more single units.
I'm right here say you a single unit. I'm right here ni nyina say we say Kumase. We Jack Estate Kumasi.
More share what TV no say only TV I bet my journey
o Kumasi for the omo pedaya ohu a o say
no TV ne so no State Housing for na see moton
ya ton bebre
wow Kumasi Jarina we bi Accra na
pacho e bi Accra
wow
e bi Accra e bi Adenta e bi Amrahia
say yetimi asi we be 3,000 units and yen so far yes so ye de ye level ni
pacho we nyina say Kumasi
we so Kumasi enti off head we be a total price be say
with the free sales team no me
pacho ya the number ne betu bi ati say we de state and aye enye say obi dan na okoto asem wo ho mo na age asase ebo ne wo form eye aban nti no omo de bibia into consideration many age because people will come to understand. Say, buying and I say state housing for no. Omuni hokwa. Say kaya we no monto ni nyina wie. Just say bi o. We
say bi o we minister ye wie wadenta. This one you are seeing now no. Wadenta ye wie. In fact blocks no be cry ya penti.
Wow.
Man for babetinum.
Anyway, I think say ya nhwe na omo mato bi a omo nya ntua ye no. Revenue mobilization campaign ekoso. Mutua na sika no so atimi akom ye hwe we so
we nyina wa
adenta enti amanfo betima akoye friend say shop market no
akohwehwe pacho o free sales team 0502 452 271 0553 948 056
yeah
o free hotlines here your sales team omen sabeka wa de work site wa akohwe dan ni nyina eyi de ope na face ya hwese ne opese of finance no so
well amuzu Daniel so opese obusa say e government workers in Kwana
o pacho de bi e ton ma obi a ye ton ma Ghana fo nyina
wow
ye ton ma Ghana fo nyina
say mo land o ba bia eno so ye da ho a munya start ya ye project e bia ban person see different units or apart from the Waboboswe a new site.
Yeah, sites are yeah, hu ejuma. If I come say
yeah,
yeah, the deswa.
Okay.
Yeah, be 200 acres. Or the deswa yeah, share investors are yeah, massive project.
Okay.
Okotamalia, Kumasi Road, your site, Okobolga, your estate, Kessie, Rock City Estate. I started your sample homes crowd. Okay. I'll be to my cohesive near Dynabet here. Oko Cape Coast Ridge area, your assassin or your projects air coso, Takrade, your projects air coso, Sunyani, your projects air coso. Yeah, Ghana mind baby.
But in all this, meaning say you know the biggest challenge for Ghanaians, especially person bahobi omoa omaje dan bia problem with payments omuntuano. Ya more 1 month.
But you know more matter than
no omo ye lease.
Omo ye lease.
Service.
Yes. Services. No.
So when Tiano within that period we na more action be take care na e be anani panaka so we o ma me enyo he.
But your worst case action or the end of the game, they say we are backed by the State Housing Ejectment Act.
Okay.
Right. You beat me about you are not living up to your lease conditions.
Okay.
You beat me to a fifth, and reclaim it for the state.
Right.
However, no, that is a last resort. Am I? You pay a man for chance 15%. You be boama wabitua.
Okay.
Now say end of December, sino entia. There was various actions I befa.
Okay.
You the arbitrary sisachikano. At that time, no 50% no
a
What one no we lose out.
Okay.
It's a free hawk corner there. Mrani obedi.
Okay. It's a amount too much time
plus incentives
to pay. Obi busa say na previous government no more site bi or poku ase I see the be state housing for be some model houses be and also akosi say.
So I know our project ni say it was a big project for government. Total about 8,000 units in total. And chiche muma developers in the state house and so equibia in fact project it had gone very far.
Yes,
unfortunately government in the previous government no means me nya sikana omudebe boa their infrastructure no but I know say ye bar power since January this year no
yes
it's become one of the priority projects. Honorable Ken Gilbert J, a big project, man.
Okay.
Yeah, say we are very close to having infrastructure contractors going back on site. We expect say by early next year, the movie will say Juma start in order to provide housing.
Okay.
As I said earlier, no provision of affordable housing a major agenda item for this John Mahama's government.
Okay. It's providing a one thing I'm saying minister and so the previous minister the Nima area no and also a long-term project to be a dam when so and say state housing for a year out of that conversation. So redevelopment of Nima with housing like what we have shown.
Oh, say no under ministry.
Yes.
Yeah, ministry. So we take direction from the ministry.
Okay.
All
right. People are interested in Bebia or Mobet now and you mentioned Kaneshi dear. No much say how long is it supposed to take? The redevelopment.
The redevelopment. We are expecting to break ground before end of first quarter next year.
End of first
all
quarter.
Being well.
Okay. Right. The conversation and the bebana what me akoto awajuma akane so no. Obi say or your private sector now opese or enter into the housing. Is there an avenue for him to say the boss or no to partner and say more selected entities be person mu deal with?
Oh, both ways. Say kasa enframa ye start ejuma ye start sa policy ye amanfo bebre a o maba enim abekasa pi ukohwemu ko sihwe ye anytime sa adan no ye hia adan
right
nti se wo ye serious private sector investor we ni abre a wa ye ready a osika ye ready a opese wo ye ejuma there's opportunity right to me men sabeka na mejuma mfo beka cho say let it be a baby. I'm a kind baby.
Right. Okay. There is a difficult thing for Ghanaians understanding, say, state housing, and therefore buying politicians in Kwana Yedimau. People still don't understand, say, Dana Yeshu, no. It is available for public. They still don't believe. Ocean messages about by the time you go, somebody has. How transparent is this process of acquiring a state house?
Okay, remember a bit of context. Say a free senior company was set up in the beginning.
Okay.
Say by 1956, and Nkrumah set up Gold Coast Housing Corporation.
Yes.
Their sole job was to be the construction arm of government. Over the years, it continued that way till about 1997, 1996.
Okay.
It became a limited liability company for profit.
Right.
Owned by the people and government of Ghana. That perception has lingered around for so many years. Unfortunately, in the last 8 years before we came in, not much was done to open it up as much as it could have been.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I always leave that because if that time I would have done the same thing. I don't know the circumstances around that time. But coming into the job and coming from real estate, many management team, who any reason, any board and so I can. There's no reason why we should be hiding. Ghana for here dying. Yes, you see dying.
Yes.
There was no reason to keep the company under a shroud of mystery.
Yeah.
And sometimes the way to ensure transparency and integrity in processes is to shine a big light on it.
Yes.
And so what I am trying to do is to shine a light on our operations. There's no secret in state housing. So be who be me won't from a text. Hey, Chalemo dine menya de menya be. Fresh sales team, no man am crum cry showing confirm or my better dino.
I buy
yes.
Yes, secure.
I say a tongue. Otoa Sikano, as I buy her, am I here share more properties.
Okay.
Until there is no interest. Yet here why ready I will be Sikana to dino.
Okay.
There's no secrecy about it.
Okay.
And we are working hard to standardize the processes and publish the processes so that there is no everybody can come in and access housing.
When you say publication, what do you mean?
No, I mean the processes.
Okay.
You know, before made them matter, okay, the freeway, confili form real estate is a very simple business. It's an international business. There's best practices. We are putting in place Any processes and they'll be published on our website. Of course, www.statehousing.gov.gh. In fact, very soon, the website will also create a fill form to express your interest to buy a property. Very, very soon. We are working on all that functionality. Until our business is opening up. But that is the only way I able to scale housing delivery in Ghana.
Okay. There are people who are listening, there are people who are watching or more follow conversation, I be or more interested. And then I'll be catching clients, homeowners, and especially the public say idea, state housing for the campaign about more revenue, collection, and I say obia or near more sikasembia no be and I face or more danya open to the public.
Obama. So the America chair Ghana for no say, wow, Ukra State House and Lease. Ote asase so ana ote asase bia so ahonim say a State House for there. And find say auto free chief ho ana obi ho and so ko hwe say State House for asase pacho. Ode bra. And no better na say. We are not in the business of taking homes away from people. Okay. Our business is to deliver the homes. Inti any better na say ahwe senior e be hye. Offer revenue mobilization now 15% discount. It applies to land regularization. It applies to consents. It applies to lease renewals. And it applies to service charges.
Right.
Inti wow this akani biano pacho bomodia say by 31st December wabe settle and yes 15% no beko. And we will be paying the full price as well as we will be taking action to recover the monies owed. Yeba omo mbeto adino so to put it simply, in State Housing, we are open for business.
Okay.
We want to work. We want to deliver housing to Ghanaians.
Right.
We want to deliver competitive housing. You can work with us.
Yes. State Housing is ready. So, Juma, I think said there are people who have so many questions, but work as some more regional offices. I think that one government work, I would say the long-term goal should be that all districts, or someone decentralize the program to all districts.
Minister.
Yes.
Very soon we'll be launching the district housing scheme. It's one of President Mohammed's flagship projects.
Okay.
And senior Papa Nekano. It's as if so Onyo Mampenyi Eshedem no Mobosan Komono because that was his dream and his vision is to decentralize housing provision.
Okay.
At least housing backed by government. Until within the next few weeks, we'll be launching the pilot for the district housing scheme.
Okay.
Under the auspices of the Ministry of Works, Housing and Water Resources. And State Housing is playing a major role in it. So we are going to pilot in a number of districts. And then scale up from there. So housing delivery by government is going to be decentralized. So he's right on
urban development in
urban redevelopment, so a different project.
Different one.
But district housing scheme is targeting social and real affordable housing.
Why? Say Juma
Juma. Because Omampenyi is committed to it. Juma.
And I say once I be to Obi say if they want to call number near Subium, but then the 24-hour service
before the end of the year, your baby.
Number maybe a service center will be a bit
running.
Okay. These are the issues of housing. I'm saying dealing with me. Say baby, I was say a touchy be and a touchy. Now people are aware that social states housing for houses or mercy for Ghanaians, open to the public. I will be able to me a corner wakwako tobi ebi okumase ebi ewo Accra Denta
Bolga
Bolga
ebi Tamale.
Okay, so we still I was state land sir yaji wo ho there for state housing enye touched cra
ebi wo ho ebi so wo ho ya ne ato yesisi dan e magana for
recently acquired.
Oh yes,
but I viane there enchemo ase ho Saglemi
a ministry
project. Okay. Because state housing is state housing. I think say CCA are more dying in our public. Senka Saglemi be shemon sa. Ne who say no so a public. Who say amount for a 2 because one sem no be the message about say what about Saglemi tina. Maybe sa no say these are the issue. And I am managing director at the State Housing and the Edin Komororua John Esbauer. and I no pay waba betre and sema hodua ewo edan sie mu. Enti na wonim say state house and edan no for only top government officials. Today the houses are available. Numbers no what screen is so abetimi afre or more penny for na oni omedi nkomo. Eti MD anopa ye beda wase. My name say Bibi or how best or the two answer na wakwa if there is anything important that you want to pass on before, because you know we have a conversation. Your team no be cause site ho no so akohwehwe edan ne bebre aba na ya sign agreement for abedi nkomo.
Obama made us the American say that Ghana for us say or more amay opportunity to serve them, and we intend to do that. Omampenyi Ashe boss we must put the Ghanaian first in everything that we do.
Okay.
And we intend to deliver in support of his vision for the country. And also no say Ghana from Pacho, Ghana Modi and Mumitia. Nenyes can find you Jumani ye and Mamma.
She said they are no campaign now.
And in the campaign,
Lease, no, be or how much I buy that.
Officer with Jadana man a band to new being in Casabia. And so that Baby here saw the dine baby. Unin crata. Tibaya home crata.
When him send Kaya Gigi and Kurai Tiaya, and Kabia by this time State House and yes, Kakresi more. But Obiji are buying Dia on himself, I buy idea, a free. Mumbetiana, yensi more. Numbers and it was screen so come website and so you can reach out to them. Say wow pese obana osha say kabi oha obeti. Mama 15% discount from now to end of December. Until uba kabi audibia no wetia. E abain dai abain sika and awakwa